Well, polls have now closed in the Warrandyte by-election. We cross live now to our Victoria political reporter, Simon Love. Simon, what's the latest and what can we expect in Warrandyte?
Hello, Ashley. Great to be with you. Well, yes, the polls have closed. They closed at 6 o'clock Eastern a short time ago. And the results we expect to hear from the VEC from around about 6:30 onwards. So the counting is underway. The way this will work is there'll be a count of the primary vote when you look at the 12 candidates, and we can pull them up for you hopefully shortly. There's a massive amount of candidates on this ballot roll. Here they are now. So there's the first five. Nicole Werner, who's the expected favourite, she's in second on the ballot draw. So they'll really be counting first preference first, the primary, and then as we go over the page in the candidates, we expect them to then count a two-party preferred candidate vote, which we expect will be Liberal versus Greens. So that will be a 2PP count between Nicole Werner and Thomas Lightbody. Now, looking at previous results in Warrandyte in the past, the primary vote for 2022, looking at the last results, it was 47.1% for the Liberal Party. Now, the Liberal Party expect that to drop slightly, and that's because of those 12 candidates in the field. The one to watch is going to be the two-party preferred vote. Now, in the last state election in November, it was 54 to 46, the Liberals leading over Labor, of course, with the incumbent Ryan Smith. He resigned not long ago and is now in the private sector in a consultant's role. So the figure to watch tonight, crucially, will be if the Liberal Party have less than a two-party preferred vote than 54%. If they do, it could spell trouble for John Pesciuto's leadership, and internally he will come under pressure given that he only has that leadership in the party by one vote. So 54-46 was Liberal versus Labor, two-party preferred in the November 2022 state count. The 2PP count is what the Liberals will be looking at very closely tonight as to whether they'll be able to call this by-election as potentially a Liberal win. The Greens expect, and even sources within the Liberal Party have been telling me over the last couple of hours, even days, they expect to increase their primary vote in this seat because Labor is not running. And the Liberals expect that the Greens may snatch off a few votes. So on that 2PP count, if we see the Liberals any less than 54%, even if they do get a win tonight, there will be questions for John Pesciuto, no doubt, internally. Now, John Pesciuto believes that a win's a win, effectively. If the Liberals in Victoria can claim victory in this seat, he will be able to say that this is a good sign of his leadership and the team heading into the next state election in Victoria, which will be in 2026. Now, just checking the VEC's website, we weren't expecting any results from the VEC until around about 6:30 Eastern. So I might come back on with you in around about 10 or 15 minutes or so once we get those first numbers through, because currently we don't have any results in just yet from the VEC, Ash. So I'll be back with you shortly.
Yes, we will talk to you shortly and we'll be watching those results very closely tonight. Thank you, Simon.